Hello learners, I'm Akash. I completed my BTech from NIT Rourkela in the year 2020. Currently, I'm a mathematics teacher. Now let's see how to solve this given question. Here we are given that a plus b plus c is equal to 2s, and we need to show that sine s minus a plus sine s minus b plus sine c is equal to what we have on the RHS. Now let's see how to do that. I've kept the question at the top of every slide so that you could refer to it at any point of time. This is the given condition and this is my LHS. Now for the first two terms, okay, if you see the first two terms, this is of the form sine C plus sine D. This is of the form sine C plus sine D. What is sine C plus sine D? It's nothing but 2 sine C plus D by 2 cos C minus D by 2. Okay, so this I can write it like this because of the formula. Now if you observe, in place of C and D, I just have S minus A and S minus B. That's why sine S minus A plus sine S minus B is nothing but 2 sine S minus A plus S minus B by 2 cos S minus A minus S minus B by 2. Then plus sine C is as it is. Next. Here what I'm going to do is S plus S is 2S and minus A minus B, I'm going to write it as minus of A plus B. And here I have minus S plus B. This is what you'll see. Now, since a plus b plus c is equal to 2s, okay, a plus b plus c is equal to 2s. What can I write a plus b as? I can write a plus b as 2s minus c. I can write a plus b as 2s minus c. So that's why this is what you would see. In place of a plus b, I wrote it as 2s minus c, and ss would get cancelled. I'm left out with b minus a by 2. Now, here if you'll observe, 2s minus of 2s minus c. If I'll multiply this minus to both the terms, I have minus 2s plus c. So ultimately 2s and 2s would get cancelled. My 2s and minus 2s would get cancelled, and I'm left out with c by 2. Okay, here this entire term would become sine c by 2. Okay, this this one would become sine c by 2. Now, since I'm gonna get sine c by 2 here, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna write the sine c in such a way that I'll get a sine c by 2 in it. Why? So that I could take common, because if you'll see on the RHS there's sine c by 2. So ultimately in my final answer I want there to be sine c by 2. So sine c I can write it as 2 sine c by 2 cos c by 2. 2 sine c by 2 cos c by 2. Okay? That's what you are going to see. Exactly. Yeah, this is the reason I just mentioned it, so that you can get good marks by mentioning it. Okay. Now, as I mentioned, sine c I wrote it as 2 sine c by 2 cos c by 2, and here I got sine c by 2. Now, in these two terms, I can take 2 sine c by 2 common. So I'm going to take 2 sine c by 2 common. So I'll be getting something like this: cos a minus b by 2 plus cos c by 2. Now I want to write this one as like this. What is cos c plus cos d? It is 2 cos c plus d by 2 cos c minus d by 2. Okay, 2 cos c plus d by 2 cos c minus d by 2. Here in place of c, I have a minus b by 2, and in place of d, I have c by 2. Okay, that's why a minus b by 2 plus c by 2 by 2. Don't forget this by 2, because they already have by 2s. This another by 2 is due to the formula, and then here a minus b by 2 minus c by 2 by 2. Okay, now if you'll observe, this would be these two have same denominators, like the terms in numerator. So this would be nothing but a plus c minus b by 4. Okay, a plus c minus b by 4, or I wrote it as it is, a minus b plus c by 4. Here I have a minus b minus c by 4. Why? If I'll take LCM, if I just since the denominator is common, okay, you can write it as a minus b minus c by 2, and 2 by 2 whole by 2 is there, so it is nothing but by 4. Ultimately I have a minus b minus c by 4. Likewise here also, like 2 and 2. So this would be nothing but a minus b plus c by 2 whole by 2. So this would be nothing but 2 into 2. The denominator would be 2 into 2. So that's why I have 4 here. Let's go ahead. Now here what I'm going to do is I'm going to write it as a plus c minus b. See, observe, I wrote it as a. I'm going to write it as a plus c minus b. And here I'm going to take minus common, a minus of b plus, a minus of b plus. That's what I have. Now this a plus c I can write it as 2s minus b. I can write it as 2s minus b, because a plus b plus c is equal to 2s, so a plus a would be 2s minus b. And this one b plus c I can write it as 2s minus a. B plus c I can write it as 2s minus a. So this is what I have, and these are the reasons. Since a plus b plus c is 2s, a plus c is nothing but 2s minus b, and b plus c is nothing but 2s minus a. Now, here minus b would be minus 2b, so this would be minus 2s minus 2b by 4. And if I'll multiply the minus here, I have minus 2s plus a. A plus a would be 2a. So that's why I have cos 2a minus 2s by 4. Okay. Now next. Okay, what has happened? Okay, I just kept one bracket extra. I just kept one bracket came extra. This one, a bracket came extra. This you can just ignore it. This one you can just ignore it. Fine. So 2a minus 2s by 4. Now, I can take 2 common in the numerator here. 2 times s minus b by 4 it will become. And here what I'm going to do is, here I'm going to take minus 2 common. Here I'm going to take minus 2 common. Why? Because there is s minus e. Here there's minus 2s is there. So if I take minus 2 common, this will turn into s minus e. So this is what I have. I took minus 2 common into s minus e, and 2 times s minus b. Now 2 1s are 2 2s are, and 2 1s are 2 2s are. So ultimately I will be left out with this. Okay. Now what is cos of minus theta? What is cos of minus theta? It's plus cos theta. So this would be nothing but cos s minus a by 2. Now just a little rearrangement. Bring cos s minus a by 2 in the beginning and cos s minus b by 2 adjacent to this, and sin c by 2 at the end. That's it. You can refer to the top of the slide. We got what is asked. Thank you very much for staying with me until here. Not just this question, I have made solutions to many other questions from trigonometry. You can find the link for the playlist in the description. And if you like this video solution, please hit the like button. It will encourage me to make many more of such videos. And if this is your first time coming across to my channel, please do subscribe to it. Once again, I'm Akash. I completed my BTech from NIT Rourkela in the year 2020. Currently, I'm a mathematics teacher.